Just under 3,000 fans attended today's game between Sydney, Croatia and Heidelberg in conditions which were perhaps more suited to surfing than soccer. The Burgers came to Sydney with several new faces, including young Socceroo defender Kevin Muscat. 6 new players were in the squad, and as per usual, spirits were high in the dressing room.
We've trained fairly well in pre-season, got a few players in, so hopefully we should get it together and we'll see how we go today. It's a bit warm, but I think we'll do well.
Croatia are also sporting several new faces, including midfielders Miro Stipic and Fadil Murici, who hail from Rijeka in Croatia. Mark Bosnic was making his NSL debut in a defence which boasted 4 of the young Socceroos who did so well in Portugal. Former players Joe Chaleta and Zelko Jurin have also rejoined the club. But the new signing they so desperately needed didn't play.
When I was in Malaysia, it was really hot. I come back to Melbourne, caught a cold for about 2 weeks. I still got it, I haven't come over it. So probably my match fitness isn't 100%, so I don't want to get injured or do something stupid. So I've got to look after myself in that sense because we've got a big season ahead.
The way the match started, Bosnic knew he would have a difficult afternoon.
Slivkas the touch on, the return pass for Slivkas. Will he shoot from there? He does. Not a bad one, and Bosnic with a brilliant save. And now Jurin feeding it to Stanton. Stanton with the one-touch straight to Krislovic. Krislovic and Bratton back inside. Now Petkovic. Petkovic is through. Can he go on with it? He can't. Lovely save by Oliver, and it's in. It's gone in. Murici, the new signing for Sydney, Croatia, has scored the goal. 11.5 minutes in, Sydney, Croatia lead after a mad scramble in the Heidelberg area as Petkovic was free, and it fell loose to Murici, and he didn't disappoint the fans here. Muscat, haven't seen much of him pushing forward. He has got the skills, and he showed them there as he tried to set up Rizopoulos. Still not out of danger at all for Sydney, Croatia. Muscat, he does try the shot, not a bad one, took a deflection, and it just goes to the left of Bosnic. And now Croatia can break. Jurin, Krislovic is making a run in the middle. Muscat tried to trip him, actually. The ball inside for Krislovic. Now Stipic. Stipic shoots a good one, and Olver was down with a lovely save. A good move by Croatia. So Bratton's in the centre. Knocks it long. Gets a nice one too, and Bratton's going on with it. Can he finish it off? He knocks it inside, and Hunter, it's just blocked off the line, but put away in the end by Rizopoulos. Sydney, Croatia had the opportunities to clear it away. A lovely move through the middle by the captain, Gary Bratton. It fell for Hunter. Hunter, I thought, should have buried it, but in the end, they couldn't clear it away, Sydney, Croatia, and Rizopoulos was there to pick up the pieces. Cranny is right. Now for McNichol, and a lovely move again. Heidelberg are starting to string together some good passes and moves. Now McNichol comes into the box at the byline, and a miss by Petkovic. Now the opportunity laid off for Stubbins. The shot, and a lovely save again by Bosnic. And comes across by McNichol. Free header, and it's a second goal. Lovely move. And Rizopoulos gets his second of the day. 33 minutes in, he was left free at the back post, and he finished it off well. 3 minutes of normal time plus stoppages to be added on, of course, in this first half. Rainey's on the ball, he leaves it for Stubbings, the rifle, good shot, a great save by Bosnic, but Rizopoulos has put his hat-trick in. He's finished it off for Heidelberg. And Stubbings' pile driver just before the break. Bosnic got down, but he could only block it, and Rizopoulos followed through to score his hat-trick. 20 minutes into this second half, 3-1 Heidelberg are up. Cranny leaving it for Slivkas. Shot, and it bobbled, and Bosnic couldn't save it properly. Overhead, free header for McNichol, and straight to Bosnic. The flag was up nonetheless. Murici wins the ball, and he feeds it through for Jurin, who's onside now. Zelko Jurin and Olver, and he turns inside of Muscat. He shoots straight at Olver. He saves now. Krislovic is free. He should put it away. Tony Krislovic, no power, and he misses. That's been typical of the play from the Croatia team today.
It's great, and great start. The boys played really well. Tell you what, I got a bit hot towards the end there.
What about the 3 goals? That was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was. Great start. I mean, first time I scored more than 1 goal in the game, so yeah, it's a dream start.
I can't believe it, you know. because defense play very, very good these games. And today they lost the game. They lost the game. Impossible, impossible. We scored 3 goals from 2 yards, 2 meters. No?
Heidelberg tore into the banner with plenty of vigour. The game the same way. Derek Hunter looked certain to give the Burgers an early lead. The Croatia goalie David Miller made an important save. But the early flurry came to nothing, and within a quarter of an hour, Croatia was on the march again. A Biskic cross found Milosevic all alone on the far post. As the Burgers fell to pieces, Aworatife's delicate pass sent Biskic darting through the middle. The finish was everything you'd expect from this classy playmaker. Heidelberg replied with some long bombs, but last week's hat-trick hero, Terry Rizopoulos, failed to bother Miller today. Croatia then made Heidelberg pay for some slack defending. George Hanna bobbing up to make it 3-0 after 33 minutes. A few half chances fell to the home team, but the misses merely made the Heidelberg youngsters even more demoralised. Things went from bad to worse after the interval, when former Socceroo keeper Jeff Olver made a mess of a cross. As the ball floated goalwards, Aworatife wanted it most, beating teammate Marth and opponent Muscat in the aerial duel. At 4-0 with more than half an hour to play, it could have been a massacre, but the Burgers dug deep. George Slifkas unleashed a pile driver, but Miller made a difficult save look easy. But the Heidelberg defence was still leaky, and Aworatife went past all the obstacles before running out of space when his efforts deserved better. Finally, Heidelberg restored some lost pride. Slifkas threaded a neat pass towards the box, and after a remarkable 1-2 off the post, sub Paul Lewis marked his NSL comeback with a goal. Croatia was happy to cruise, but not Joseph Biskic, who rattled the crossbar. David Miller again showed his value in the Croatia goal with a save from Stubbins. But the story of the day was the dazzling play of Croatia and the bewildered backline of the Burgers. And for the losing coach Gary Cole, that was hard to take. What went wrong? Is there an answer?
Yeah, well, depends how much time you got. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things. We spent a lot of time this week working on things that didn't go right in Sydney last week, and marking people and going with runners was one of the things we worked on, and we obviously didn't do the right work because they scored 4 goals and all of them unchallenged. So yeah, really disappointing from that point of view.
For Croatia's boss Kenny Murphy, the result was hardly a surprise.
I've looked at the team this morning and I thought, oh, we've got to win. You know, you look, the players at Heidelberg have got, no disrespect to the Heidelberg players, but I've got a lot of experienced players who can play with the ball. And I thought if I could motivate these guys and get them to want to play at the best of their ability, there was no way we were going to lose today. And which they did. They went out there, they applied themselves, split in midfield again. I thought the guys done well. Took the game to them. We were fortunate we got an early goal and just went on from there.